Hey everyone, I want to present someone to you. This is Texas State Court Judge Ruben Gonzalez, who touts his conservative Republican values. Judge Gonzalez in Tarrant County is, first of all, he is presiding over the 432nd Judicial District Court, presides over felony, jury trials, and criminal cases. He's also listed as an attorney. He is also a Twitter trend under Ruben Gonzalez, judge, for the ridiculous jailing of Crystal Mason, this woman, for 5 years and simply for voting while she was under community supervision after having been released from jail after serving 3 years for federal tax fraud. He sentenced her to 5 years. 5 years. And as you can see, the reactions are angry. 5 years for a mistaken good faith effort to vote, which Ms. Mason says she wasn't aware that she couldn't do. And then it's obvious that Judge Gonzalez has a bias, as this gentleman points out, who says to Joy and Reed, you should do a segment about how this Texas judge, Ruben Gonzalez, thinks a pastor molesting teens deserves a 7 days in jail sentence, but a woman accidentally filing a provisional ballot should get 5 years. He has given out some other light sentences too. But that's not the point of my video. The point of my video is this. This same man, this Judge Gonzalez that I presented to you here, is acting under a conflict of interest. He is acting against Texas Conflict of Interest Law, Chapter 171. And he openly touts the raison d'etre behind what his conflict of interest is here, where he lists himself as co-founder of Defend One Security Company. I want you to read this carefully. Security and Investigations, co-founder and shareholder of a private security company providing armed and unarmed guard services to Fort Worth, Texas area businesses. Clients also retain the company to conduct private investigations into alleged criminal activities to aid law enforcement authorities, employee theft, background checks, and employment law-related issues. Think about that, folks. What that means is this judge can preside over a case and then either convince the victim, say, of a robbery in the case to hire Defend One Security as the private investigator, or arrange for Defend One Security to be hired by Tarrant County, where Fort Worth, Texas is the county seat, to have Tarrant County hire Defend One Security in work with respect either to a case that Judge Gonzalez happens to be presiding over or any other type of work in Tarrant County. He can steer work to a company, Defend One Security, of which he openly states right here that he is co-founder of Defend One Security. He says that right here, co-founder and shareholder of a private security company. He doesn't state that it's past tense. He writes that this is in the present. Now, this is what I wish you would do if you are a Texas resident, is first of all, and this is listed in this video right here, but I want you to take a look at, if you wish, this is a document that has to do with the chapter that's the focus of this vlog. Local Government Code, Title V, matters affecting public officers and employees. Subtitle C, matters affecting public officers and employees of more than one type of local government. Chapter 171, regulation of conflict of interest of officers of municipalities, counties, and certain other local governments. The definition of local public official means a member of the governing body or another officer, whether elected, as Judge Gonzalez was, appointed, and so on. You get the idea. This is the heart of it. And it specifically refers to here substantial interest in business entity. And it says the person owns 10% or more of the voting stock. Now, it doesn't sound like a person who owns less than 10% of the voting stock would then go and tell you, as he does here, that he is the co-founder and shareholder right here, unless he owned more than 10% of that organization. Right here, you can see that a complaint against Judge Gonzalez must be filed, and he must be investigated. He is also running for re-election. March 6th, he won the election to be the Republican representative in the district. This is a time not just to push the Democratic candidate. That's not the point here. The point here is we have a person who is operating in open, flouting violation of Texas conflict of interest laws and very cavalierly putting his own security and private investigations company in the same county of which he works in as a judge right out there front and center for the world to see. If that's not bad, I don't know what is. Ruben Gonzalez, right here. Judge Ruben Gonzalez. The complaint file link is at the bottom of this video. You have to be a Texas resident, but the complaint is right here. It's sworn. It's right here. This is what it looks like. Sworn complaint before the Texas Ethics Commission. So you're filing a complaint with the Texas Ethics Commission, all right? And if you wonder where I got that from, this is the Texas Ethics Commission website. What you have to do is go down and click on here, Enforcement, Sworn Complaints, and then click right over here where it says Fillable Form, and there you go. Or you have options. You can go back, you can click Form with line formatting, with no formatting, and then, of course, has instructions. But please, I urge you, if you're a Texas resident, or if you know of a Texas resident who's of a mind to do this, not everybody may be, after all, he is the elected judge right now, have them. And even if they may not be, test them. They may not know he's operating at this kind of level of conflict of interest. Let them know, and then let them know how they can take charge and have this man brought to justice.